Okay, we have to try one of each color. Because maybe there's different contents.
Okay. You ready?
I was going to try one at a time.
But... Oh, I'm just going all in.
Okay, just going all in.
I'm going all in. 1, 2, 3. They're getting worse.
Hey folks, welcome to the Final Family Podcast. We missed last week, but we're back. I'm Matt Castle.
And I'm Jessica Castle.
We're going to talk about Star Wars.
Yeah.
Because Star Wars happened on Monday.
Yeah.
And, yeah. It was such a good trailer. So fun story. We just got our first strike from CW for showing all of the fucking trailers, like, months and months ago for the fucking shows coming up this season. So we won't be showing any video of anything anymore because
we don't want to get the ban hammer.
I don't want to get the ban hammer, and I don't necessarily want to give any unwarranted money to CW because fuck them. But not the people making my shows, because not them.
Just the network. Just
the network for flagging my shit when I'm giving critique.
Yeah. And
promoting their fucking show. Like
that's what I don't get about it. It's like this is a trailer. We haven't captured.
No, we wouldn't capture the show
Nope. But this is a trailer.
Yep.
And we got flagged for a trailer.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Love it.
So anyway,
no video.
But you've all seen this Star Wars
We've all watched.
Trailer.
Just go watch it again. I posted it up on our Facebook page.
Just go watch it again.
Go watch it again. And again. And again. I think I watched it like 8 times. And I got a little misty at the very end because I'm sitting here thinking about how great this is going to be to make memories with our daughter and our son and we're gonna have Star Wars family.
Okay, so you may not have an answer for this, but favorite Star Wars meme that you've seen this week?
Oh. Shit. Well, I like the one you showed me earlier where it was like 210 million in the first weekend. And we broke the internet with an 88-second trailer. Yeah, that was a good one.
My favorite one. It really isn't a meme. It's something off of Tumblr. And
my favorite is a variant of that, but I can't remember what the hell it is now. It was one of the first ones I saw, and I laughed my ass off.
But they were cut scenes from the trailer, and it's Kylo Ren takes his mask off, and it's Jar Jar underneath there, and he goes, "Misa avenge you, Ani."
I saw one where it was just a shot of shit. I can't remember the actor's name from the guy in Spaceballs. It said, spoilers, this is what's under Kylo Ren's mask. It's not Martin Short, because I don't like Martin Short.
No, he's the guy from Honey and Shrunk the Kids. Too.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
He's funny. Not really.
No.
He's been in
1980s.
He's been in funny things.
Yeah.
But that's the best we can do at this point. But yeah, epic trailer. I loved it. It just fuck.
It forced
so many nerds to watch
him to watch the premiere of Star Wars Rebels without me.
But it all coalesced, okay? So imagine, if you will, I'm sitting at my desk waiting for this shit to drop because I'm not watching football because fuck that. I don't even know who the fuck was playing, and I don't care. And so I'm sitting there, and I'm just waiting for it to drop. I'm reading the fucking Aftermath book, and then that happens, and I watched it, and I was so happy, and so intensely happy, and then I watched it again, and I watched it a second time, and then I watched. At the end, I noticed there was a trailer for season 2 of Rebels, and I watched that, and I got really happy about that. And then at the end of that, it's October 14th. And I was like, motherfucker, I missed a fucking day. And so I went and immediately bought it. And so we could watch it. And like,
and you watched
and
it.
then I kept, and then I was like, and then well, no, I didn't immediately. And then I kept reading
I'm not sure
while hitting the refresh button repeatedly, trying to buy my premiere tickets. Like literally for like an hour. And then I was like, okay, hitting refresh and reading at the same time is becoming complicated, and so I watched it then. So it was only after a long time, and there was some contemplation in which I convinced myself that it was okay.
Okay. So it wasn't a knee-jerk reaction. You talked yourself into watching the show without me.
Yeah, basically. I watched it again with you. That's got to count for something. So yeah, so Star Wars brought down the fucking internet.
Yeah.
In about a minute. Like Fandango was like down on its fucking knees. I couldn't get anything from like direct sites. Yeah. Nothing. Like I tried to get into the Palladium IMAX and like that was like actually the closest I got was to the IMAX here in town. Trying to go to Fandango to get into our Alamo Draft House, impossible. No, couldn't get on Alamo Draft House because they sourced their shit through Fandango. Like, so it took me, like, I was up until like 11:30, 12 o'clock, and they went on sale about 9 here trying to get Star Wars tickets, and I got some. We're going to go see it at the only fucking theater in town that doesn't do reserved seating. We're going to get there like 3 hours early.
They don't do reserved seating?
They do not. But you don't have to come early. I will. Okay. I'm just going to leave work and I'm going to go sit at that theater. I'm going to bring my DS. I'm going to sit in that fucking lobby until I have to. Okay. That's it. Done. I need to find a DS Star Wars game. So if you guys know a Star Wars game for the DS, you let me know. You put it in the comments down below so that I can have something to play.
Pretty sure
while I don't exist. Yeah, no, probably not. So I'll play Pokemon some more. My Charmeleon evolved into a Charizard this week.
Yay! Speaking of, real quick, Build-A-Bear is doing a Pikachu exclusive starting next year, and it actually one of the things you can get for it is a Charmander costume.
And I know, I saw, and it has. You can put a little voice box in it to make the Pikachu sounds. We have to get one for her.
Is there even a Build-A-Bear around here?
I'm sure there's one in North Star. North Star. If there's one anywhere, it's in North Star. Probably. Okay. Don't let us down, North Star Mall. It's a shame it's not ready for Christmas, though.
I know. Well, apparently it's like an anniversary of the game.
Yeah.
So that's why it's going to be in February.
Also, apparently the company that was going to be making the Pokemon Go game, where it's like the with the phone and the stuff and the real Pokemon. Yeah. I want it. I mean, like,
I know you want it.
I want it for, like, me and my kid are gonna wander around downtown San Antonio catching Pokemon. Like, that is the fucking plan.
You cannot tell her that though. Because she will be heartbroken because she's going to expect fucking Pikachu on the sidewalk and, like, capture Pikachu.
I know. I'm just going to tell her you can only see them in the phone because they're invisible except for phones.
Okay. There you go. Because she pretends her brother is a Pokemon.
No, she pretends her brother is a Pokemon trainer that she is facing. No. And she throws...
No. I have heard her... Like, there's little foam balls. She throws
I know.
She chunks it at him, and it bounces off his head.
And she tries to capture him.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, he's a Pokemon.
She started throwing her little plastic, like, dinosaurs at him and shit, and calling it a Pokemon name. And she just makes shit up now.
Yeah.
She's like, Pikazardipo. Because we have a creative kid.
Yeah.
She gonna hurt him at some point. She's gonna throw that little Stegosaurus, man. It's gonna gouge right in his fucking eye. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be your fault.
My fault? Because I'm the one that introduced.
Well, you wouldn't have been paying attention. So yeah. Anyway, that company actually they were losing money. Apparently, they weren't gonna be able to make it happen.
Yeah.
But like, And Nintendo actually invested like $20 million in them, and so did like another game company.
Yeah.
I don't remember who. Like, but they just siphoned a shitload of money in to make sure it does actually happen.
Well, can you imagine? Like, yeah, people are going to lose their minds over that game. They're
I want
make
it so much.
money back.
I want it so much, dude.
Yeah.
Like, not even gonna lie. Like, I don't even understand. I am not the generation for Pokemon. I'm just not. I missed that shit.
We're too old,
I missed it. I missed it by like that much. But I've started playing, like, I'm playing Pokemon Y on my DS, and I fucking love it. I cannot really understand why I love it, but I really do. Yeah. Like, part of it is like the turn-based,
Yeah, it's very old school.
JRPG kind of thing. Dig it. Like, I would love if they had Final Fantasy 1 on that on the DS, and they might. I just haven't looked. But yeah, like I stopped playing Final Fantasy when they did away with turn-based stuff, and it's fucking stupid to me. It's the M&Ms.
I'm just gonna blame it on the M&Ms.
But yeah, and they're apparently also building a actual Pokemon gym, like, in the world. I don't fully understand why one would do that, but apparently
because people will pay $25 to walk into the place and catch Pokemon in a Pokemon gym.
I mean, I'm just saying, I might pay $25 to have like a Pokemon battle at the Pokemon gym.
That's what I'm done
with the Pokemon Go. But they've built the Pokemon Stadium before they've built the fucking Pokemon Go game. Like, it's not a coherent thing yet. Anyway,
it's just gonna get people excited.
It is. It's I don't know how we went from Star Wars to Pokemon.
It was your fault.
I'm sorry. Anyway,
something about Pokemon. We just went from there. Anyway,
so Star Wars
TV.
Okay, so let's see. This week we watched. Well, okay, we talked. We're not even gonna bother talking about last week. It was pretty uneventful, other than Jerome dying. Right? That was last week, wasn't it? Or was that the week before? I don't even remember what happened last week.
I don't either.
It's not good.
They kidnapped the penguin's mama.
Oh, that's right. They started using Penguin's mom as leverage. I love that actress. She's so funny. I'm not a witch. I'm your wife. That's... Anyways, I guess we're talking about Gotham first.
Apparently.
Because, yeah. So let's see. This week, we kind of discovered where Theo Galavan is coming from.
Yeah, we're getting his origin story, which
it kind of
is very Court of Owls.
Yeah. It feels like Court of Owls, and he's talking about
it feels like Court of Owls in that, it's inspired by Court of Owls.
Then he's also talking to like Father Joseph or whatever the fuck his name was, and he's like, oh yeah, well, our brothers are coming. And then we'll reap the city. And that's like, this sounds like Talon so much.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Like, this could save this fucking show so much.
I think they're already well on their way to saving themselves.
And like, the target is kill Bruce Wayne because of an old family feud, which is a large part of the basis of Court of Owls. Yeah. And like,
well, my thing is, this was just a crazy episode.
Lots of silliness. All the silly fan service that they do in that show. I kind of wish Jonah Hex had been in that flashback. It would have been good shit, man. Just saying. Simple makeup too. Not even that big. Like, yeah.
The show's crazy. Yeah. But I love how this season they're kind of embracing the crazy.
Yeah, they're kind of like going with the camp. Yeah. Not in the camp the way that Jada Pinkett Smith had it in the first place.
The thing is, I think Jada Pinkett Smith would have worked this season.
Yeah, she would have been better.
Last season, she was the only like embrace of the camp. Everything else was like, we're serious. She's very out of place. And then she was like, I'm Eartha Kitt 2.0, and she was awesome.
Yeah.
but she didn't fit the tone of the show. This season,
I wasn't aware. A lot of people hated that she was trying to like redo Eartha Kitt.
Really?
Like,
I liked it. I liked that it was a not, I mean, she was very obviously, giving a nod to Eartha.
I mean, I found her character, the crutchiness of her character to be very annoying overall.
It was the writing, not her portrayal.
Yeah.
It was like every episode, it was like, let's go check in on Fish. Let's go check in on Fish.
Once she like came back from the doll maker's house or whatever, like I mean, granted there was like 3 episodes after that, but like those were the best episodes of the show at that point.
Well, this season they're really like they're embracing the camp. They're going for it, and I have to say, there's not been an episode this season where I've been bored. I've been entertained, and I've enjoyed it. I swear to God, I put my phone on silent. Again.
Terrible. You lose.
I do.
I can't help but feel like that's like the most racist alarm ever. Like it is just like techno Indian or some shit. Like I don't know.
I think it's.
I'm sorry, techno Native American.
I think it's even called like tribal drums or something. Fuck. But it's loud and annoying, so I will hear it anywhere in the house. It should be the cultural appropriation alarm.
Cultural appropriation alarm.
Yeah. But anyway, so I haven't been bored. I've been entertained every episode, and that in and of itself is
an improvement.
Quite a few steps above last season.
It was a chore. It was a hell of a chore last year.
Like I almost always am, and I know it's one of those things I shouldn't do. I'm almost always doing something else while I'm watching TV. Just always. I'm fidgety. I shouldn't talk. I shouldn't gesture with that hand because that's the camera hand. So I'm almost always doing something. But like last season, I was doing like 2 other things. You know, like I was like doing housework and checking my phone and watching the show. And now I'm just doing my normal like crochet and watch TV.
Right.
You know, so it's definitely become a lot more entertaining.
Definitely. But yeah, I'm digging the Court of Owls storyline. I think it's going to be entertaining. We didn't see any Barbara this week. I was kind of surprised. She's been kind of a mainstay.
Favorite line
She's
of the
boring.
Show. No, it was like, yeah, she's okay. She sleeps a lot, you know, and she's crazy. Like I love that. That was probably my favorite.
From the crazy serial killer sister.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll continue on the DC train.
Yeah.
This week, The Flash was pretty okay.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
It was pretty good. We got to meet Captain Cold and what's her name?
Golden Glider.
Thank you. Got to meet their dad, who is apparently just a huge douchebag.
Yeah.
Even in a family full of criminals.
Yeah.
This guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And so
Captain Cold dealt with
it. Yeah,
it.
Captain Cold fucking made a giant spear of ice right in the middle of his chest.
And I kind of loved
say,
it.
Good for you.
Yeah.
If you're an abusive dad, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah. I would say, you know, putting a bomb inside the head of your child.
Putting the bomb inside the head of your daughter so your son will fucking help you. That's fucked. You definitely deserve to die at that point.
So I like that they are, you know, Captain Cold is like, they're very clearly, you know, setting him up to be in Legends of Tomorrow. Yeah. But they're not taking the bite away from him.
Yeah.
You know, like they're
we'll see
letting
how
him
that
be
is.
Him.
We'll see how that is in Legends.
I think they're gonna keep it. I mean, he's not gonna go killing people left and right because then they'll kick him off the team.
The thing is though, I really like Captain Cold and Barry's interactions.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna miss that. Like I hope that he can come back and do stuff and
stuff.
I know, but I don't want like full team stuff. I want like, you know, Snart's on fucking hiatus from time travel, so he's doing something with the Rogues.
Yeah.
I'd really love to see them bring in characters like, you know, to complete the rogues. Like,
Yeah.
I'd love to see them bring in Mirror Master. I'd love to see them do a, like, rogues episode where everybody is together and free, and they all owe Snart one for a thing.
Yeah, for something.
And, well, they already do owe him
Yeah,
for releasing them. But, like a good, you know, team up against the Flash kind of thing. And,
I also really liked that they're keeping Garrick around. Like, I was really afraid that you know, he was going to be a one-off. You know, he comes in and puts on the hat, and we have the money shot, and then he's not gone.
Well, like,
you know, I like
from the sounds of it, though, like, he also doesn't seem to have much of a life in Earth 2.
Like, he hasn't talked
he's
about
just
family
like,
or friends.
he hasn't talked about missing his family or missing his friends, or he just is kind of consumed by being the Flash and you know, a physicist. Well, no, because he does the Flash full time, is what he was saying, right? Like, and so, I mean, I would be happy to see him hang around and, like, really be, like, that long-term mentor and maybe get his speed back. Like, that would be awesome.
I think they're definitely going to have to give him his speed back at some point.
Yeah.
You know, maybe at the end of the season.
I hope it doesn't take that long.
Mid-season hiatus.
Yeah.
I could see that. And we got to see Harrison Wells come through.
That's right. Harrison Wells came through the portal
portal. I can't remember what they called it.
We're going to call it a portal because it was blue and circular.
That's true.
On the other end, it's orange and circular.
But
someone has a gun somewhere. We just don't know.
I kind of want him to be a good guy.
I kind of want it to be.
Up, it's sinister music, and he's got a sinister look on his face.
Well, I kind of want it to be.
He just looks sinister. I don't know.
I kind of want it to be Harrison Wells, and not, you know, Eobard Thawne.
I feel like they're smart enough to not go down that road, because if they make it Thawne again, you know, it's just going to feel like so much of a recycling. So I think they're probably But then again, it does. If they make it Thawne, it does time travel-y things too, and they're still doing time travel-y things in this season. So, but I mean, if Harrison Wells comes through the portal in our world, he's a confessed killer. You know, like he can't go walking around. You know,
true enough.
That kind of stuff. There's still time travel-y, you know, dimension-y things that they play with.
Yeah, solid episode of The Flash as ever. And we thought it was going to be a huge CW bullshit moment with Iris, because Iris's mom isn't dead or whatever, right? Because that was the big reveal from last week. And then this week, Joe tells her, and Joe is like, "I'm sorry, I didn't tell you. So this is the reasons," and they were all completely reasonable reasons. Yeah. Misguided, but reasonable. Yeah. And then, like, life gets away from you, and like, you adopt a boy. Like, I mean, it's, you know, shit happens, life happens. Yeah. And Joe explains, and Iris is like, "Okay. I mean, it was shitty, but okay. Yeah. Now we just need to deal with this and, like, you know, move on." And and really, I was like, "Yay!"
I know. I really hope they don't backtrack on it.
Yeah.
You know, like that. I could see that. You know, like she's harboring resentment, and I said it was okay, but it's not really. But I'm hoping that they've learned. Yeah. I really feel like they've just handed the character of Iris over to a new writing team. Yeah. Like
Barry's writing team. Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it was an intern writing her last season.
Maybe it was Stephen Moffat. No. Terrible person.
Should never write female characters.
Anyway. So I guess to finish our DC trilogy, triathlon, I don't know. The 3 DC movies.
It's late.
Oh, I'm just copying our daughter. She calls everything a movie. Yeah. Arrow. We actually just watched Arrow like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. And it was really.
It was a great episode. Yeah.
I felt it was really strong.
Card guy whose name I don't know. Double Down, I think is what they call him. I don't know. I think I'd have gone for a poker name, but I'm sure that's actually a legit name. They usually. Is. I just don't know that character at all.
No, it's a poker term.
I understand. Oh, okay. I understand that what it is.
I know you just said I would have gone for a poker term.
Well, it's never mind. Anyway, that's a tangent. We can go down.
House.
Yeah, there you go. Full House. He's got lots of cards. Full House.
Straight flush.
No, that would not be. No. Yeah.
that's the adult film parody.
No, it wouldn't be straight. That vest? Nah. There we go. Off to an awful tangent of shittiness.
You know what that made me think of? The Arrested Development episode where Tobias is like, "I'm your leather daddy." Do you remember that? Come to daddy. He gets.
I do remember that. Yes.
Gets caught to catch a predator.
Yeah. Well, that was like one of the only funny moments in like the new season.
Yeah.
Wasn't that in the new season?
I can't remember. I think so. Anyway.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Just like the only funny joke that I really remember from that whole show, I remember two, is no touching. And that's not even a joke. It's just funny because they keep doing it.
Yeah.
And the fact that Tobias is an anal rapist. It just makes me think of Celebrity Jeopardy and Sean Connery and Turd Ferguson. And I think that's more why it's funny than it actually being funny.
No, it's actually funny.
Anyway. The vast majority of that show is not.
So, I really liked that at the end of Arrow, they killed the Lazarus Pit.
Yeah, they killed the Lazarus Pit. They bring... So, in this, I mean, big shit happens, right? Like, they bring back...
Those M&Ms are getting to me.
What's her face? Shit.
Sarah?
Thank you. I'd forgotten her name. I didn't really like her. Sorry. Just...
I liked her.
I don't know. Just couldn't... I don't know. Just don't dig her. Nope.
It's okay. It's okay to be wrong. You should be used to it.
No. Nope. Sorry.
Yep.
She just didn't like bleed badass like I wanted her to, I guess. I don't know. Just I mean, neither does Cassidy. Whatever Katie Cassidy, she doesn't really either.
That's
no,
her.
that's not her.
That's not her? What's her name?
Fuck, I don't remember what the actress's name is.
Okay.
Katie Cassidy's the woman who plays Laurel, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was the name of the...
Fail. Anyway, I'm not a super huge fan of hers.
Yeah.
I can't even put my finger on it, on like why, like, and it's not any one thing per se. Just I didn't really buy her. I didn't think the writing was particularly good. The on again, off again, drama-y shit that came along with her in the season that she started with Arrow, and I just didn't really like the character very much.
Fresh start.
Yeah, that's maybe I'll like her better that way. I mean, I liked her in Mad Men. I thought she was all right in Mad Men. I mean, she was a side character, but she was a convincing, well played side character. So it's not the acting. I think it must have been the writing. I just didn't dig her. Anyway.
And they laid the groundwork for Adam.
Yeah, they laid the groundwork for Adam because every time Felicity goes into work, her phone fucks up and she's getting Matrix messages and shit with her name. And thank you, Ray, Mr. Palmer.
And they finally, hopefully, knock on wood, put to rest the Diggle.
Yeah.
Ollie.
God, that's been kind of dragging things down.
It has.
So yeah,
That's been my least favorite.
Like the Dig and Ollie fucking drama has been stupid.
Yeah.
It's just not been super fun.
Yeah.
But actually, I'm sorry. I thought of one other thing I'd like to talk about Flash. Okay. I really love Patty Spivot. Like they introduced her last week, so we missed being able to talk about her last week. But like they're playing her so good, they're so nerdy together. I really want that to be the love interest so much.
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be because like they have such fucking killer chemistry.
They really do. Like it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they're so nerdy together. It's so great.
I would love it if they just put Iris to rest.
Well, he can't. They can't. He marries Iris. They know that because they have a fucking newspaper from the future. Sorry. Just is.
Well, they can get married and then they can divorce and he can be with Patty, who he's meant to be with.
No. Sorry. You lose.
I know. I just like that means they're gonna kill her. They're gonna fridge her.
I don't know.
He's gonna fall in love with her and then
I don't know what happens to Patty in the comics. Like, I never heard of Patty Spivot until the New 52. Yeah. And she kind of dropped by the wayside to a degree at some point. But, I mean, she kind of played generic girlfriend character, not really anything per se. Yeah.
Team Flash,
But yeah, like, but at the same time in the comics, like, Iris wasn't a love interest too, so this is like a completely like, you know, the love triangle thing is going to be strong with this whole shit, but it is what it is. Yeah. We're prepared. We're preparing ourselves.
Well, okay, they don't have to like push Iris to the side forever. Just let the Barry Patty thing happen naturally. You know, like I've never been a big fan. Sorry. I've never been a big fan of like, oh yeah, I probably did put that right in the way.
Actually, just
of like soulmate love stories, and there's only one person for someone, and that's like, that's one big thing. Like when I talked you into watching True Blood with me, that's one of the things that they did in the books that they did not choose to do in the show. Like in the show, it's like Bill's her soulmate, and it's always gonna be Bill. And by like the second book, she's like, "Fuck you, Bill. I never want to see you again," and like moves on and starts like fucking a were-tiger, you know, and like, and then moves on to Eric, and then I don't remember. But yeah, she's like fucking all fairies and shit.
I hate that fucking show. It was such a stupid fucking show. I can't believe you made me watch it. Like, the only thing that kept me watching it was the boobies. Like, not even gonna lie. Not even a little bit. Like,
I know.
Fucking awful.
She wanted to see.
Yeah. Apparently, she did actually do a nude scene after we stopped watching it. Probably like the episode after we stopped watching it. I hate that show.
Just give me the water. Sorry.
So what else? What else happened in Arrow?
Lots of it was very much a groundwork episode.
Yeah, it was. They were running a lot of like, we're gonna follow Diggle as he explores his brother's death more. Yeah. I hope they kind of treat that as like a main story and kind of deal with it and move on, because I was so tired of him harping on that shit, dude, and feeling guilty or whatever the fuck, and just let's get done with it. Let's go fucking find out. And let's get done with it.
And I feel like they are. I feel, you know, with him getting leads and that kind of stuff, I feel like they're getting ready to finally deal with that with the Hive and all that.
Yeah.
It was a good episode. It was a solid episode. It was very entertaining. Loved that Felicity flipped out on the guys and was like, "You fucking deal, you know."
Yeah, deal with your shit and be done with it.
By the time I get back.
And Mr. Terrific.
Yeah.
Mr. Terrific was really good. So, they introduced Mr. Terrific last week, I guess?
Yeah.
Or the week before? I don't remember. Anyway, he's in like a board meeting when she's trying to like regain control over the fucking thing and not fire all the peoples for money.
Yeah,
and
last week.
And so, like he going down the line and doing all the shit, and he's like, you know, he's supposed to be doing that $1 million invention kind of thing, or whatever, multi-million-dollar invention. Comes up with HD contact lenses, like $100,000 for each, or whatever.
So that's like totally going to be part of his.
And he's like going down line. Like, I don't know enough about Mr. Trick to be like, yes, that's it. I know he is always associated with little grenade-looking balls that have T's on them, and he has a big T on his face. And he fucking works his way down to a goddamn little silver ball with the T on it, and I was like, yeah!
That's how you do fan service.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, I feel like it was a really strong episode, and definitely, like, laying groundwork for big shit to happen later in the season.
Yeah.
Like, big stuff.
I feel like they're taking the first step to setting up for Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So we'll see. So Flash is a bit more vague than they were this week on that front. Yeah. Because they have Adam coming back, right?
They had Professor Stein, like.
Oh, that's right. Professor Stein started doing flaming, and then I actually saw a thing for next week's episode, where basically they're going to do,
they're gonna figure out
Firestorm 2.0.
Yeah.
I assume they'll do like a Jason Rush or something like that, or maybe someone will come through maybe they'll get
portal.
Maybe they'll get a Ronnie Raymond from the other side.
That's true.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Anyway.
But yeah, so overall, DC was strong this week.
Very strong.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was pretty good too, though. Like, we watched that, and I still don't know. Well, we got a name for that character. His name is Lash, which I don't know at all.
It's a lame name.
It's a lame name, yeah. You can almost guarantee he gave it to himself, right? Because the lamest nicknames are always the ones you give yourself. And so, yeah, like, he's working with a guy, like, who works for the Social Security Administration and is, like, allergic to fucking...
So he can, like, find them?
Yeah, like, that was the point. Like, he was using his contacts at the Social Security Administration to find them. But, like, then he could verify who they were by being near them.
By breaking out in hives.
By breaking out in hives. Like, painfully so.
Lamest superpower ever.
Yeah, like, in the lottery, this guy got fucked the most.
Anaphylactic shock man.
Achoo! And then in, like, a horrible turn of cruelty, I think, like, they send Daisy along with him in the van. Like, he's writhing in pain 10 feet from her, and then they stick him in a closed quarter van. Like, what the fuck do you think is going to happen to this guy? I don't give a shit how much you've sedated him. It's not mentally fucking happening. Like, he's going to be in pain. He's physical reaction.
Yeah. We found out that Lash can, like, transform into, like, a normal person.
Yeah, he's just...
Who he's gonna be. So
like,
who is he? That's gonna be the mystery.
I think it's Rosalind. I don't know why, but I think it's Rosalind.
I don't think so.
I don't know. She's just mean. She's mean.
It's a red herring.
Yeah.
She's a red herring.
She's the red herring.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But, and then we got a little mini face-off with Ward.
Yeah,
and we're not sure if it sure looked like they killed Andrew. But
I don't think so. We saw a body and blood, and we saw a building blow up, and we didn't see Andrew die. Yeah. It could have been.
He out-psychologized his way out of the situation. He talked that kid into not killing him.
I'm just putting it out there. He has been married to May or associated with May for that long. And I feel as though it would be completely impossible to not pick up some shit. Yeah. Right?
Plus,
like,
I'm just going to put it out there. I could see May being into the rough stuff.
Well, okay. Just from a standpoint of normal shit, right? We're going to put this in a normal context.
She's going to be training all the time.
I don't like reading. I don't like reading. I would never read Jane Austen. I would never read the classics. Yeah. However, over the course of the years, I have read a number of the classic novels that are out there. Read like 1984 and, the other one that I like better.
Fahrenheit.
Thank you. Fahrenheit 451. I read fucking that one with the teacher chick and then the old ugly guy whose name was Rochester. And
Janie.
Thank you. I read Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. I've watched that 5-hour fucking Colin Firth Pride and Prejudice like 5-6 times easy. No, I saw it before I ever met you.
I've made you watch it once.
You've made me watch it at least twice. Yes, at least twice. Anyway, also I've watched that damn Keira Knightley version with you a couple times too. Anyway. There's bleed over, right, in marriage. Yeah. And so I feel like that being such a, exponentially strong thing with her, like,
Plus, I could see her being like, you need to know how to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Here's some basic, stuff.
Someone's going to try and abduct you or kill you one day. Yeah. And the kid clearly doesn't know shit, so.
Yeah, because he looked all, like, shaken and stuff at the end. Which is yet another reason why I think he out-psychologized his way out of it.
Oh, and we also found out that Gemma is trying to get back to the alien world for I don't know why.
Which I'm not surprised at all. There's going to be other people there that she left behind. That's my guess.
Yeah. So, I think that's kind of it. Right? Yeah. We played a bit of I played some of the Star Wars Battlefront beta, so I guess we can move on to games. Yay. Yeah. Next week we'll have Superwoman. Fuck, not Superwoman. I'm sorry. I recently watched the history of the crime syndicate. I'm just gonna post it out there. I'm gonna pimp it out. Like, if you guys like comic books and you don't really know a lot about comic books, like, go check out Variant Comics on YouTube. They're fucking great. Like, the host is really just, he puts shit out in a very logical way. He cuts a lot of the this one time kind of bullshit, you know, and gets to the core of everything, and so you can know the things about the stuff, and that's honestly where I do half the research I do for this show anyway. Yeah. So, Supergirl, and that's why he was talking about the crime syndicate, and Superwoman is Wonder Woman, but from the crime syndicate. So that was clocking around in there. But yeah, so we'll add Supergirl next week, and we'll be 4-1 in DC to Marvel, which is about right for our household. Yeah.
But isn't Jessica Jones coming out pretty soon?
Yeah, but that's all coming out in one thing, and I think we might should just try and plow through that and do a show, do a Jessica Jones show. Yeah.
Which I'm excited.
Yeah, I think the actress looks good.
The more I see, the more I read, I'm excited about it.
I haven't read much about it. I don't really know anything about Jessica Jones other than she's married to Luke Cage, which is a super sexist thing to know. I know.
Well, no, like, they team up a lot.
Yeah. You know? I am kind of wondering, like, is the plan to just have, like, one season of Jessica Jones and one season of Luke Cage and one season of Iron Fist? I mean, Daredevil's kind of standalone because he's fucking Daredevil, but, like, Iron Fist and Luke Cage and Jessica Jones, these are members of the Defenders. Are they just going to have one season to introduce each of these characters and then a team-up show?
That's right now. There are a lot of people wondering that.
I kind of hope so, because I feel like a team-up show and 3 additional shows, A, would stretch storylines very thin. B, would stretch budgets very thin, making shitty shows. And C, I got enough room on my plate for fucking 4 shows. I just don't. But yeah, so I mean, I'm excited for Jessica Jones. I don't know a damn thing about her, but like all of the previews look really cool, and I'm into, you know, short, dark-haired women who are sassy and like to beat the shit out of people, right? So clearly, but yeah, so. Vigimo games. We did talk about Vigimo games a little bit. I got a new game called Kingdom. I'm very excited about it. It costs $10, and it's only 3 buttons. And like you're kind of like doing this like 8-bit side-scrolling survival recruitment builder thing. I think I want to try and make like a video of it. I've been kind of tossing around the idea in my head of doing like an indie a month kind of thing, like you know, test drive the indie games once a month and see how that works. I've enjoyed it so far. I played for about an hour at lunchtime and kind of screwed around with it as I was waiting for emails and whatnot. But it was neat. It's neat. I like it very much, and I like the aesthetic too. It's kind of like a mix of, because like the water looks really realistic and good and has cool reflections and stuff, but then the rest of it's very blocky and pixelated. And I played the Battlefront beta and enjoyed the shit out of it, like so much. And I'll probably stream some tomorrow night or tonight, I suppose, when this goes out.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah. Because I got Assassin's Creed, of course. Yeah. If there's another game that comes out where I can stab the fuck out of people at random, I'll get that game. In fact, I did. It's called Shadows of Mordor.
So, in a couple of weeks, we are gearing up to do Extra Life.
That's right. Extra Life is 17 days away.
Jeez.
Less now? I don't remember. Well, I guess 16 when again filming, right?
We gotta start like stocking up on sodas and caffeine pills and stuff.
We don't actually have to do that. Because we're gonna go to Rackspace.
No. But yeah, if you have not heard us talk about this before, which you must not have been watching for very long.
I think we only talked about it like once. We're terrible people.
Extra Life is a gaming charity with Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And it runs just like a walkathon, but instead of having to physically exert ourselves
or go outside,
we just emotionally and mentally exert ourselves by playing video games for 24 hours. Well, okay, we are choosing to play video games. It can actually be any kind of game.
You're not going to last 24 hours playing video games.
No. I'm going to go into a coma if I do that. So I'll wind up.
You can play some tabletop-y goodness.
Yeah.
We'll be we will be streaming to some extent, like basically the whole day.
Yeah.
I know I'm supposed to be on largely on the Rackspace stream, but I'm sure I'll have some time to my own devices and I'll be playing stuff
sometimes streaming too.
Woohoo.
But yeah, we'll throw up a couple of donation links and help me, meet my $100 goal. I won't say beat him because he's already well ahead of me, but help me meet my $100 donation
How much
goal.
money have I raised?
You can suck it.
I'm actually lagging behind last year, though.
Yeah.
Technically.
Oh, but if you donate to me, you get a chance to win a group.
If you donate to me, for every $100 I raise, I'm going to eat a habanero pepper on screen.
So there you go.
So
Groot,
you can get a Groot from her, or you can see me writhe in pain for basically nothing.
Have you spread this out? Because I feel like if the word spreads, you're not going to be lagging behind last year anymore.
I told some Rackspace people. That's all. All of our friends actually like me. And so they don't want to see me writhe in pain.
No.
Okay, they like
you in the way that
they like me.
Also want
they
to
like me, and they like their money.
Okay, I'll give you that. But I could see everyone pooling their money to get you to eat a habanero.
Well, I think I'm actually at. Counting my own stupid donations, I should have donated to you instead of to myself. I think I'm upwards of $700. So. That's 7 habaneros. I won't not be chowing them down all at one go.
No, because you would kill yourself. We'd have to take.
I don't know. I feel like the numbness would eventually set in. It wouldn't be that bad. No, I'm
just saying, like that many habaneros, I would imagine would give you some digestive issues.
So I'm gonna have some milk. I'm gonna bring some milk with us.
You can do one like every hour.
Yeah, that's kind of the thought process at this point. And I'll like have to talk through a script or something maybe just to before I can
say tongue twisters.
Say tongue twisters. Oh
yes,
that's fuck.
Tongue twisters.
Why do you do this to me? You're not nice. Actually, I think it'd be much funnier to read like an excerpt of something really old and traditional. Like read Moby Dick for like 2 minutes. Before I can have milk.
No, don't do it. Just give like a paragraph. Like the first sentence to A Tale of Two Cities. Before you can drink milk. Yeah. Because that sentence is like a page long.
I'll let you pick those out.
Okay. Okay.
Fuck. The wild look of joy in your eye. I think that's it for us this week, folks. If you like what you see, please let us know. A like is always appreciated. Share out the video so we can grow and expand our audience. Leave a comment down below if we missed anything this week you want us to talk about next week. And as always, I'm Matt Castle.
And I'm Jessica Castle.
You can find me on Twitter at BearMonk1.
And I'm at Cerebral Lunch.
Thanks. We'll see you guys next week.